Women from southeast Nigeria have been advised to unite irrespective of their differences and support political leaders in the region to deliver good governance. This was echoed at the 2016 Southeast August meeting organized by the wife of the Imo State Governor, Echiejile, at the Imo International Conference Center in Owerri, the state capital.
The month of August every year brings together married women and widows in the 5 southeastern states of Nigeria to celebrate what has come to be known as the August meeting. This year's event holds at the Imo International Convention Center in Owerri, Imo State. An event that brings women together to discuss economic, cultural, social, religious and other issues. It isn't a surprise that the focus is on looking at the next generation of mothers.
How can we unitedly look at the things that have seemed to strain our unity, especially in the Southeast, so that we can look at these mistakes, become refocused, come together, mentor the young mothers, so that our children will not lose touch of our cultural edifices.
The chairman of the occasion and former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Echiejile Nwobodo, emphasizes the importance of women in the society.
There is a famous Igbo adage that says, train a girl child and you train a nation. Anything you are doing without women is a thorough failure. As a governor, I was more interested in getting the women's support, because without them, you are going nowhere.
The annual August meeting affords women the opportunity to discuss emerging issues that have direct bearing on their well-being.
It's time now for sports news on the News at 10 with Charles Aruka.
Welcome to Sports News. The Ministry of Sports and Youth Development has confirmed that Nigeria's Paralympic contingent will leave for Rio on Thursday for the event scheduled for September the 7th through the 18th. The team, made up of 23 athletes and 6 coaches, said they'll surpass the performance at London 2012, where they won 6 gold, 5 silver and 2 bronze medals. Sports Minister Solomon Dalung warned the athletes against spiking their systems with performance-enhancing drugs in order to excel. Nigeria will compete in only 3 sports: para-athletics, powerlifting and table tennis. The English Premier League summer transfer spending has surpassed £1 billion for the first time in history. The clubs are benefiting from a new £5.1 billion television deal coming into force, meaning they have more spending power. 12 teams have broken their transfer records this summer. The previous record of £870 million set last year was passed on Thursday, 6 days before the transfer deadline day. Arsenal's double signing of Lucas Perez and Shkodran Mustafi on Tuesday helped push spending beyond the £1 billion mark. And French giants AS Monaco have loaned out Nigeria defender Elderson Echiejile to Belgian club Standard Liege till the end of the season. Elderson slipped in the pecking order at the club following the arrival of Benjamin Mendy and Jibril Sidibe. Standard Liege have an option to buy back the left back on a permanent contract at season's end. The 28-year-old Nigerian international has played in Portugal with Sporting Braga as well as Rennes in France. The former Bendel Insurance star has represented Nigeria at under-17, under-20 and full international levels. Meanwhile, Belgian club KV Mechelen have announced the signing of Super Eagles striker Osas Ighodaro. The 25-year-old signed a 1-year deal with KV Mechelen with an option for an additional season inserted into the agreement. Mechelen have stressed that Ighodaro cannot represent the club in official matches for the time being until they get approval from FIFA regarding his eligibility. The former Enugu Rangers star had unilaterally terminated his contract with Raja Casablanca of Morocco at the end of last season, citing breach of contract and unpaid wages. Still talking transfers, Samir Nasri has joined Sevilla from Manchester City on a season-long loan. According to sources close to the situation, the loan agreement does not include the option of an outright purchase by Sevilla. Nasri was badly affected by injuries last season, starting only 4 league games. He joined City from Arsenal in August 2011 and helped the club win its first top-flight title in 44 years. And that's it on Sports News. It's back to Gimba with the rest of the news at 10.
Brazil's President Dilma Rousseff has been impeached by the country's Senate and in a 13-year rule by the left-wing Workers' Party. Ms. Rousseff had been facing charges she manipulated the budget, moving funds between government budgets considered illegal under Brazilian law. Her critics said that she was trying to plug deficit holes in popular social programs to boost her chances of being re-elected for a second term in October 2014. Ms. Rousseff has denied the charges, though, saying that since she was elected, several measures were taken to destabilize her government. She accused the Senate of systematically making accusations against her. 61 senators voted in favor of her impeachment and 20 against, meeting the 2/3 majority needed to remove her from office. The Gabonese Parliament building has been set ablaze hours after supporters of the main opposition leader, Jean Ping, clashed with security forces during protests over election results. Police reportedly used tear gas and water cannon to try to disperse the crowd, who were also trying to gain access into the Electoral Commission headquarters. Witnesses said that they saw flames and smoke rising from the National Assembly building in Libreville, the country's capital. The Electoral Commission declared Mr. Ali Bongo winner of the Thursday Saturday's election, saying that he secured 49.8% of the vote compared to Mr. Jean Ping's 48.2%. Mr. Ping has rejected the results, though, especially figures released by the Commission saying that there was a 99% turnout of voters in Mr. Bongo's stronghold. Thousands of migrants from Africa are still making the treacherous journey across the Mediterranean to seek greener pasture in Europe. This week alone, the Italian Coast Guard says it has rescued more than 6,000 people on as many as 40 small boats at sea and is rescuing some more still. Libya, a country that has been in crisis since the uprising that toppled Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, had one of its highest number of migrants leaving more because it is one of the countries on the migrants' routes. On Tuesday, authorities said that they captured 174 migrants in a desert region some 70 kilometers south of the city of Misrata as they tried to make their way to the coast to board boats to bring them to Europe. And the main news again, the Federal Bureau of Statistics today declared Nigeria's economy officially in recession. The drop in oil prices and weaker currency were cited as the major reasons for the decline. Also today, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg visited information technology developers in Lagos, where he revealed plans by Facebook to make the internet more accessible across Africa. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for being a part of it. On behalf of everyone here, have a splendid night rest. Good night.